Okay, so in the last video we ended up with finding the MAD of June's 3 test scores. So let's do this one more time just so you guys can see it all over again, because I know this can be a little tricky. So we'll do that again, but this time we'll use Mia's numbers. Okay, so like one more time, this time with Mia's numbers. Okay, so it says find the average. Okay, so here's Mia's numbers. Okay, she has 75, 80, and 85. Okay, so I'm going to find the average by adding them all together. 75 plus 80 plus 85. Add them all together, I get 240. And I'm going to divide that by 1, 2, 3 numbers. This will give me, divide by 3. 240 divided by 3 will give me 8. Oh, sorry, 80. Now this is my mean, or this is my average. Okay. Now it says find the difference of the average, or you can say the mean. Find the average, find the difference of the mean, or the average, and each number. Okay, so the mean, that's this part in red, and each number is each test score. Okay, so we'll do this as 80 minus 75, and I just want to find the positive value of this, and whatever this is, if it's positive or negative, whatever, I'm just going to make it positive. 80 minus 75, that's 5. I'm going to add that to 80 again, my average, 80 minus the next number, which is 80. 80 minus 80, and that gives me a 0 plus 0. Okay, I'll do that one more time. I'm going to add that to, again, the average, the mean, 80, minus next number, or the last number in our set, minus 85. Now this is the part where the absolute, when they say MAD, mean absolute, this is the absolute value. What is the number that this is, which is negative 5, as a positive? 5 plus 5. Okay. So I'll add them all together. 5 plus 0 plus 5. And sometimes you guys might say, why add the 0 here if it doesn't matter, if adding 0 doesn't change anything? And it doesn't change anything in the sum when adding these together, because you get 10 whether the 0 is there or not. The important part is when you divide it. When you divide this number here, you need to know that you're dividing not by 2 numbers, you're dividing by 3 numbers, because you added 3 numbers together. 10 divided by 2 will give me 5, but 10 divided by 3 will give me 3.3, or 3 1/3 repeating. Okay, 3 1/3, or 3 and 0.3 repeating. Now, what this means is compare this to June, who had a much larger, who was like, I think 13 point something. That means on average, this person's number is only 3 points away from the average. Okay, his tests are very close together. So if you saw these on a graph, June's, if this was the average of 80, his numbers would be at 100, 80, and 60, and this was my average. That's 20 away. That's 20 away. On average, they're about 13.3 away, because the other one was 80. Mia's was much closer together, because she had 80 as her average, and the next number was only 85, and the next number below that was 75. She, on average, did not have to go so far. It's only about 3.3 away on average if I average these 3 numbers together. Okay. All right. So we'll do this one more time. Actually, we'll do this a couple more times. You should get a lab sheet. Okay, and the lab sheet, I'll post it right here, right now. Let's see. Lab sheet should look like this. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams, And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. Okay, using MAD to compare course samples. So we're going to find the MAD of each one of these. Okay, we'll find the MAD of each one of those. Okay, we'll make a line plot of each team's data and use the scale to make it as easy as possible. Make it easy to compare results. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my lab sheet, and I'm going to put that here. Let's find that lab sheet again. Let's put this lab sheet into our notebook. So it should be lab sheet 1.2. Okay. There it is. Okay. And I'll fill this out with you guys in the beginning. I'll do maybe just one or two so you can see what we're doing or what we're looking for here. Okay. So it's team 1. Okay. And I'm going to get the textbook out. Probably going to cut and paste it so I can see it out here also. Actually, not that one. We'll put the money collected during the fundraiser. Okay. Let's see. Let's put it on here so we can use this data and put it in our charts. Okay. And I'm going to start with just team 1 because team 1 is right here, team 1. Okay. So it says find the MAD and use the line plot. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use this line plot. Now this line plot is actually a lot easier than it sounds, and I think it becomes a lot more useful once you actually see it. Okay, so I'm going to put this here so we can see it, and I'm only concentrated on team 1 because this is team 1 and this is team 1. Okay, this is actually question B1, B2, and B3, so let's not worry about that right now. Let's just do the line plot. It says $45. So this 45, I'll put an X right there. That's one data point. That's this one. 43, that's this one. 35, that's right in the middle there. 33, that's this guy right here. 29, there he is there. And 25, he's right about there. Okay, there's our line plot. That's all there is to it. Okay. Now, after we create the line plot, it tells us write 3 sentences that compare the distributions. When you start plotting more than one of these and you do the next one, team 2 and team 3, you can start making a comparison. Team 1 had a lot of numbers below 50. Team 2 had only 2 numbers of 50 but had 3 numbers that were a lot less, etc. Okay. And it says for each, the hiking club organizers must decide which team is awarded the prize. Each organizer has a different strategy for determining the most successful fundraising team. So this is the B1, B2, B3. So for B1, add up all the money raised and you can put the answer for B1. For B2, you're going to find the mean number of dollars raised for each team. And then for C, it says compare the money raised by each member to the team's average. On average, how far? This is saying the MAD. So we're going to find total, average, and then MAD. Okay, so that's what we're doing here with this. So it's a lot of practice with that MAD. So I'll fill out this first one. The total, let's add all these up together. Oops. It says we're going to add 45 plus 43. Let's bust out the calculator for that. So it's a big number there. 45 plus 43 plus 35 plus 33 plus 29 plus 25. The grand total is $210. Okay. Now, I've done this every year, sometimes even twice a year, $210. I'm going to guess that each one of these is going to be $210. That's too easy to determine the winner. Let's just add up team 2 just to check. Let's see, 50 plus 50 plus 35 plus 25 plus 25 plus, is there another 25 down there? Yeah, there's another one. 3 25s plus 25 equals 210. See, yeah, I knew that the first one would be too easy. So 210 for the total. I'm going to assume that they're 210 for all of them. Now it says find the average. Well, 210, if I divide it by the number of people that participated, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, divide that by 6. So 210 divided by 6 equals 35 each. So divided by, this is $35 is our average. Okay, so this is total. This is the mean. And now we need to find the MAD. So they all sold the same amount is my assumption. We just got to figure out how far away from the center is. This mean here, I'm going to mark this $35. This is my average. Okay, this is my average or my mean. Okay, now how far are they away from the center? Okay, so I'm going to do this math here. 35 minus 45. 35 minus 45. 35, my average, minus 43. Minus 43. 35 minus 35. 35 minus 29. And 35 minus 25. 35 minus 25. Now again, I'm only looking for the positive version of these numbers. These are 10. This is negative 10, so I'm just going to put a positive 10 here. So again, positive number only. This is 8. This has got a difference of 0. To 29, it's got a difference of 6. And from here to here, it's got a difference of 10. I'll add these together. 20, 34. So I have a grand total of 34. I'm going to find the average one more time. Divide this by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm missing one. Missing one. Okay, so let's figure out which one I'm missing. I have 43, 35. I'm missing 33. Okay, so 33. 35 minus 33 equals 2. Okay, let's add these up together again. 20, 36. 36 divided by 6 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals a MAD of 6. $6 is my MAD. On average, each person is about 6 spaces away from the middle. Okay, and you're going to do that for team 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we need to figure out what the MAD is and practice a little bit. Again, I'll post a link that is really good on Khan Academy that helps explain the MAD a little bit more. I'm doing Khan Academy maybe a little bit different this quarter. I'm going to assign a few things on there, and I'm just going to grade those items. I'll talk to you more about it when we get into class, when I get back to class. Okay. Your homework will also be posted, and Ms. Porter will pass it out to you guys in class. Just do the best you can. Ms. Porter will be there to help you. Watch this video, watch the Khan Academy video a few times. Okay. Make sure this is in your notebook. And if you have any questions about grades, email me as soon as possible before the end of the quarter. Your last test you just took will go into quarter 4. Don't worry, it won't be weighted as heavily as the other test.